You want to know how to spend a great moment together with your loved instruments? Today I reveal you how to do it and what you need to have such a great moment. Hello, back again. This is Edgar from Cremona, Italy, and we create the best sound of Cremona. To show you in a very efficient way how you can treat your instrument with a little bit of TLC, tender love care. I took here an instrument of mine which I built myself, and it's part of my private collection, and I want to put it at my house, and it's all dusty, and so I think it's somehow a good object to show you how to treat it. I wanted to show it because of this dust here which is all on, you know. By cleaning instruments, I take a brush like this one. It's already pretty dirty, and I only use it for taking out all the dust out of the peg box like this. Fingerboard, even the bridge, you can go a little bit, very delicate. Just watch out that you don't push over the bridge. By doing like this, you can actually reach very well every spot of your violin, and you take away the biggest part of dust. If it's the instrument you're playing on, then it would be rosiny in this area. Try to take it off with a brush first, and then you probably will still have a little bit left here, and then I show you how you can put it better away. If you have the chance to take off the chin rest, there are some parts of the cork which is still here. It's better that you do not scratch on the varnish. Come here to the working bench and then you see better what I'm going to do. If a big brush is too much, a tiny one is also sometimes pretty good because you can focus a little bit better on more focused areas, especially in the peg box. Try to get the worst dust just off like this, yeah, and with the tiny one you can hear. Once you have done that, I would probably take, like here I have this bowl. It looks a little bit dirty, but we use it all the time for sanding our varnish and things like this. So you take a nice salad bowl with kind of warm water. And then here I have the soap of my bathroom here, and it's liquid soap 2 times like this. That makes some bubbles. That's perfect, okay? And now then I have my cloths here, and you can also buy them on my online shop or wherever you want. Just make it clear that it's a little bit soft, like the ones for the lenses of your glasses, and not the rough one, the cheapest one you can find on Amazon. Now here with this one, you tip a little bit this water with soap, this soapy water. This is just perfect, and then you put it a little bit on. And you can, with this one, a little bit insist in cleaning here the instrument a little bit. Just imagine in this area what you can clean here with soapy water off the surface of the instrument. Now, you don't really see it very well because when it's getting wet, it looks more dramatic than actually it is. Imagine in this area, you're breathing all the time in this area, and you can definitely clean away all this kind of dirt which is accumulating over the years. The aim is not to soak the instrument, the aim is to clean away the next rough area of dirt. And you go like this with an entire instrument. I can already see a difference between washed and non-washed. Here it's already a little bit more transparent, a little bit more shiny, and here it's a little bit opaque and not so transparent, the varnish. I don't know if you can see that. Here it is definitely more cleaner than this area. The reason I made you this video, because we made already a video where I polished the violin with shellac and furniture oil and some spirits, some alcohol. And I told you that this is actually something which the violin maker is using, but not you at home as a musician who is not trained to treat the surface of an instrument. So here we try to clean everything. It's a great moment that you can see if something is open and things like this. A small detail regarding the strings of this instrument, we can certainly clean them with string cleaner, but once they're oxidated like these ones here, we will change them definitely to new strings. There's a lot of dirt here, and this tiny quantity of soap is actually doing a great job already. Yeah, if you do it with a microfiber, there is not a single tear or big quantity of water on the instrument itself. If there is like a cork on it, you just pass over a little bit. If it goes away easy, that's fine. Don't insist with the fingers to scratch it off. You see already there's tiny pieces going away. With a little bit of humidity, these pieces will disappear. Looks already much better than expected. I thought I have to polish here a lot, but I discover the beauty of my violin I made in 2005. It looks already pretty good here, I think. Seems like no need to do anything else, but the best thing to avoid that dirt is going so quick on an instrument, I suggest to use the gentle instrument cleaner, which is wax and oil. You put it always with this microfiber. I have it on my online shop here, but you can use every wax-based gentle polish like this. Make sure there is no dust at all on this fabric here. And then you just put a little bit of this on your rag, okay? Just what I would definitely say you should avoid is that you at home start now to search for the right product in buying some things where you don't know how it's reacting with your varnish. And you wouldn't do this like this in the middle and you don't know how it is, and then, oh damn, it's the varnish, you wind it off. This would be a disaster. Yeah, I know, there is no solvent. It's just wax which you put on, and it's like feeding your varnish. The whole instrument is saying, thank you, Edgar, thanks for the tender love care.
This is just nice.
It's certainly in the very first moment when you put it on, it's a little bit more shiny, and then over the next few days it's going away. But it is definitely maintaining the instruments, avoiding that new dirt is getting into the surface and it's getting a little bit more transparent. Change area of your microfiber cloth and keep on going here. And you do that with the entire instrument. Of course, if you want to learn how to polish with shellac and things like this, you should sign up to the Violinmaking Academy. But that's for violin makers, for youngsters, for enthusiasts in violin making. But that has nothing to do with treating well your instrument you're playing with. All kind of products which have a solvent inside could be super trooper, but too much, and they're aggressive and they're working on the original quantity of the varnish, which is on the violin. And you don't want to strip your violin varnish. You don't want to change your violin varnish. There is no product which is leveling all kind of imperfections of your instrument. That's something only a professional violin maker can do. So stay away from every kind of product which is smelling like a solvent, where it's written that it is super poison. And especially if there is a crack, you shouldn't put on any polish. You should immediately go to a violin maker to get that crack glued, because you don't want to get stuff like this into a crack or something which has to be glued. If you're very silent, you can hear how the instruments say, thank you, Edgar, thank you.
Thank you, Edgar. Thank you, Edgar.
And you can also put it on the underneath the fingerboard, front of the bridge. Now on the bridge I would not put it, because the bridge is actually raw wood and it certainly would soak in very, very quick, but you don't want to make the bridge even more heavier than what it is already. So I would stay away treating here the bridge. You can also put it on the fingerboard. Even the fingerboard, once you play, you don't want the oil on it, so that's why we take it off later on. I put it on before I change the strings. Then I clean it like this. First I go with the whole thing deeper inside. This here. Yeah, and then I go with a still fresh and clean part, and then I take it off. The microfiber gets it off very well, so that when you touch it with your hands, that you don't have the impression that there is a oily fingerboard. That's something you don't want. Usually when I put it on the neck, then I just leave it for a few hours. It's soaking in a little bit, and then once it is done, then I pass with a clean microfiber and take off the leftovers of the polish. Now I want to clean away a little bit of this area, and then I change the strings, and I'm done with that violin, and it looks actually very nice now. Yeah, I think this is pretty good now. I will refit my chin rest. It looks good here. And now we change the strings here. Yeah. At the time you change strings, a good moment to see if the pegs turn well. If they don't turn well, you should put some peg dope on it. I like the one of Hill, and with a pencil you can go here on the upper nut and put some graphite of the pencil inside. This one needs a little bit. Here, too much is not good, too little as well. It needs just a little bit, which makes the tuning soft and comfortable for tuning. Let's listen to my last violin. Wow. But without tuner, I reached to that one. That's 443. Once then tuned, I always also look how the pegs are standing. This one is very comfortable. This one, I probably have to go a little bit more inside to have the peg a little bit more twisted. That's something, once I tuned it a little bit, then I readjust it in order that it's more comfortable to tune. I hope you enjoyed this one. Violin turned out pretty good. Nice, all shiny, healthy. It's a nice piece here from 2005 of my private collection here, with interesting wood. And it is not oily or anything. It is well treated, and you can put that on if you want also every day, but I wouldn't probably not rag on the varnish now every day. I would just do it like once a month. That was all about Edgar's gentle instrument cleaner, polish, whatever. You cannot make a mistake with this one, and if you also order the microfiber cloth, you immediately have everything you need, but you can certainly go and search and try and find and whatever. Hope you enjoyed this one. Ciao, ciao!
Ciao! Ciao!